Hey everybody, we're officially live. And I think I may have to recenter our camera here. I did kind of mess with the tripod a little bit and it might be a little bit off center, but I'll try and fix that right now. Looking a little bit better, I think. Let me see if I can just kind of tilt it. And then hopefully I can stabilize it just a little bit tilted like that. Not perfect, but it'll do. All right. Yes, we're officially live, and I think I got the hand cam like a picture reel thing going on the side there. So I had that last time and it glitched out, and with the other themes it just didn't work. But it should be all good now, working on every theme. So there shouldn't be any glitches there. I'm actually really looking forward to this. Okay, so I ordered a RAM upgrade for my computer. So hopefully that comes in pretty soon. Unfortunately, we did lose our mail key while we were hiking. So, while we were camping actually. So I'm really hoping that it comes to the door. I might actually have to contact the post office and let them know hey, deliver packages directly to me. We'll see what happens, but oh my gosh. It's such a fiasco, really. Yeah, alright, so this is where we're at. We're actually still working on the UV. Let's go ahead and flick this light off. I've still got the back light on. So it's kind of half lit still. So essentially where we are at is, with the last session, I worked on the seaweeds, but I didn't finish this part right here. You can see what goes up against the chest right here. I didn't finish that. I was actually going to start to kind of add some little light ripples on it, because I noticed when I started doing that with the seaweed here, I don't know if you can really see that, but there's some really subtle light ripples that I was trying to achieve with the yellow UV paint. So I kind of actually wanted to try to add that to the dragon himself, and possibly start to work on the background back here as well, add a little bit more bioluminescence, and maybe layer on some more over here to make it a little brighter. So I'm really looking forward to progress tonight. We've made quite a bit of progress with the last few sessions, so I'm going to go ahead and flick off the backlight so that all that's left is the UV. Very cool. So now we're in the UV, and this should just be the plain night scene. And I think that I'm just going to continue on in just the plain dark scene, so that I can try to add all of those little ripples and those little effects that oh wow, glow in the dark pigment is kind of everywhere right now. There we go. Okay, clean that up. Alright, so I was afraid to use the yellow. And this is the yellow. You can't really see it all too well. It looks a little bit too bright on the camera there. But this is yellow, if you could take my word for it. Yeah, so that is what I'm going to end up using. I was afraid to, though, because the way that it dries is very white. It looks a little less clear than the other ones. But no matter, it shouldn't be any kind of issue, because if I just use little bits of it, if I'm really careful about where I use it, it shouldn't be such a problem. So I'm going to set that aside right now, because I think I want to do this first. Oh look, it's Pecco! Prospero, welcome! Hi brother! Thanks so much for being here. Mr. Brother! I'm so excited to see you this weekend! It's gonna be fun, you guys. You and Bing Smoko. It's gonna be super fun. Alright. So I'm just looking for really small brushes, just really small detailing. Tape brushes here. It's a little hard to see in the dark. just a bit, I could perhaps maybe shine a light over here. It's hard to see. Hey, Airbird. I hope the painting is going well. Well, thank you. Can't wait, right? It's gonna be so fun. Well, thank you guys so much for being here. Alright, so let's see. Let's shine a light over here so I know what brushes to grab. It's very, very hard to see in this lighting. In this lack of light, I should say. Lack of visible light, I should honestly say. Alright. I think I got one that that's gonna work out really well. Okay, very cool. Let's turn that off, or turn that down rather. Set this aside. Right, it's gonna be a lot of fun. It is. Oh, I also need my shop towel. Shop towel is super important. Oh, another thing I purchased is a new printer. Because, oh my gosh, my old printer, I'm using a Canon Pixma 490. It's old. I got it like the cheapest price at Walmart ages and ages ago. And it's the same printer that I used for all of my orders. Mind you, like thousands of keychains I printed with that thing. I mean, and I've been using refilled ink for years. Like, it's been crazy. I've been getting the most out of that little printer. And that thing is like, oh my gosh. I can't believe like how much I've gotten out of that little thing. But it's at the end of its life. It's kind of starting to do this thing where it errors out mid-print. And not because like of low ink or anything like that, it's just something wrong with it internally. And it's not jammed up or anything, but I think it might be gucked up with old ink. Gammy Loves Robin, hello! Hi! Well, welcome. You guys are awesome. Thanks so much for being here. I'm just blabbing on about this printer, this old printer that I've been using for ages. The thing is, oh my gosh, I've gotten all my money's worth out of that thing. I swear to God, like 10 times over, I have gotten my money's worth out of that thing. I've used it for so long, and like I used it since the apartment days, like like before moving into this house. I got it, I think I got it in 2016, and I had been using that same printer for that long, and to make it like super crazy, that's the same printer I've used for all those keychains and all my orders. Just with refilled ink. I've been like drilling holes in my ink cartridges and refilling them on my own. And I have had like problems with like ink exploding inside the printer before. And that thing has been chugging along despite my little ink messes and things like that, which is just completely insane to think that that thing has survived. Cute birdie picture, thank you. Yeah, so that little reel on the side there, it's basically just there to fill in while I don't have the hand cam on. And I am also getting a RAM upgrade soon. I ordered a new RAM stick, which should be here probably in just a few days. It's in Goodyear, I think right now was the last tracking update, so it's really not too far from here. And I'm really looking forward to it because I only got one because they only stocked one, so it's possible I might have to wait for 2 RAM sticks to actually get it working. I spoke to Sleeping Zeus, and he told me about that PC part picker, the same website that Prospero told me about. And he also mentioned that not only you can like see compatibility on your machine and everything like that, you can also put in a serial number, find the part, and find the best prices, scouring the internet for that part, which is incredible. So that's the insight that I needed. When I get this part in the mail, just so I can get a duplicate, which I wanted to order 2, but they only had 1 for some reason. And then they restocked it to another 1, but upped the price. So yeah, I don't think I'll be doing business with them anymore. But just want that part, you know. I just want that one part, the RAM stick. But I wanted to, and so I have to find another place to get it. Hopefully that goes well, because I don't quite know what I'm doing, but it did help that Sleeping Zeus also sent me like a video of him like putting the RAM stick, like removing it and then reinserting it into his computer. And like, okay, so Prospero might know this. Does it insert sideways, like kind of just snap in like that? Because that's what I was seeing in the video that our friend sent me. So hopefully that's kind of like a simple process, because the video, he made it seem like it was pretty simple. So I'm really hoping that it is indeed pretty simple. Definitely hoping so. Yeah, well, and I'm really hoping that it's like compatible and it's the right part and everything. I paid attention to all of the specs and it sure seems like it's good for now. I really think it is, but I'm still, you know, like just nervous because I've never upgraded RAM before. I've never replaced a RAM stick. I don't know what I'm doing, like, you know? You know, I'm talking a million miles a minute. Hopefully that's not too much. But yeah, I'm just so excited about the upgrade. Super stoked about it. It's going to be good because then I'll be able to do a whole lot more with my computer. The idea, the goal is to get 2 of the 8 gigs so that I can end up with 16 instead of the 8 that I have now. I'm not sure. I haven't installed RAM myself, but I'm pretty sure it's pretty straightforward. Good, okay. The way that it sounded, the way that it looked, was that it's just kind of like a snap-in sideways sort of thing, which I was just like relieved because here I was picturing like connectors and like and like ribbon wires or whatever, like ribbon cords, and like having to remove some things like that and like, you know, carefully insert things with pins and stuff. And I was just really nervous about that. I didn't know what all I would have to do or what all I'd have to learn to do. And so far it's looking pretty simple. As long as it really is that simple in my machine, I think I'll be fine. But yeah, I gotta say I was very nervous about it. I was very nervous about it. And of course my husband was like, why don't you just take the RAM from my computer? And I'm like, I had to tell him that it's like a completely different, like it's not gonna be the same RAM stick. I can guarantee that. And I just say that because he's got a newer computer and mine is super old. And like everything is pretty much like DDR4 now. Mine takes DDR3. So it's like my computer is like almost a decade old. It's almost 10 years old. Which is wild. It's a very old computer, but it serves me well. So, you know, I'm fine with that. I'm completely okay with that. Just as long as I can upgrade some parts. Yeah, so that little reel on the side there, with the pictures and everything like that, I figured I'd just kind of add more pictures, maybe with every stream, and just have it kind of like go between like 3 funny little or fun little pictures, like like that fish. And then, you know, just kind of cycle between some pictures and then go to the hand cam offline thing, just as a reminder. And then you can see it be online sometimes, occasionally. Super fun. Alright, let's go ahead and add some yellow. So I do want the yellow. I was afraid to use the yellow, like I had said before, thinking that that was going to be too opaque. And then I really like would kind of have to worry about it like ruining the color underneath. But it seems like that's really not such an issue. Hard to say right now. But it seems like it's actually pretty okay. Alright, and I do kind of want to lighten this up to like the little chest area on the dragon, baby dragon chest. I do kind of want to also just kind of add a little something down here. Between the little hands. Alright, there we go. I can break out the blue now and kind of hit the blue. Okay. Boy, painting in the UV is so much fun. Ah, check it out! Chill theme! There it is! Nice and chill. Super chill. That fish picture every time I look over. That one makes me laugh. I had to add it. I had to. I couldn't help myself. There we go. Add a bit of blue. Bit of blue. And a bit of blue in here as well. I want to light this spot up just a bit. It doesn't need to be so dark over here. It really doesn't need to be. There's really no reason for that. I am liking how clear this paint is and like how it's just that much easier to blend. It's kind of nice. It's kind of nice to work with. Adorable. The fishy. A funny little fishy fish. So fun. Had some good caffeine before starting, so I'm a little bit amped up. Ready for the weekend. Ready for the weekend. Feels like this week went by fast for me though, anyways. It just feels like it went by really fast. My husband says it's going by slow for him. But for me, it's like it's kind of zooming past. Just zooming. Dude, I really can't wait for that PC upgrade. I know I'm like not getting a new PC or anything like that. I don't exactly want one. I just like am super stoked about like just getting the new parts. It's really it, man. It's really it. Pretty excited about the new RAM. Because it's just gonna add so much. Like, so before, my computer couldn't even handle having the chat bot open. So imagine that I can have the chat bot ready and open and usable again. And then, I mean, just imagine like being able to do that, and then like being able to have like both of the hand cam and the regular cam going. Now I think, I could be wrong, but I think that that's going to help. It should help pretty significantly. Because I've tried to run it before and it like lagged so bad. Like one of the cams just can't keep up if I have them both going. So it'll be nice if I can have them both going. I think so anyways. Alright, hopefully I'm not mucking this up too much. Actually, let me just add some more over here. I know that when it's kind of like layered on there, it might look a little bit too white. Too much. But yeah, I don't know. Adding it now. I feel like I should be kind of like adding kind of like little wavy lines and things. Make it look like water ripples. I want it to look like water ripples. Should be able to do that. Boy, this painting is so much fun. I can hardly wait. I've got an idea for one of my next paintings. Probably not my next, but one of them that I do have plans for, which is called Gems of Inspiration. And that one is going to have glowy gems and crystals and like a cave. Sort of a cave sort of thing. Alright. There we go. And I'm starting to think like, so just imagine a dragon holding like a glowy gem, and the outside of the cave, like behind the dragon, you see the moon, and outside of the cave, but the surrounding area is the cave with gems and things like that. Just really pretty crystals and gemstones. That's what I have in mind anyways. I'm pretty excited about it. Alright, I have to keep going back and forth in between looking at the camera and the painting itself. I'm wondering if I should start to use a little bit of red and kind of drag it out or down or over. What do you think? Starting to think I should use some of the red, possibly drag it over, around, because I do have that little red spot there. It's kind of distracting a little bit. If I can just blend it a little bit. Something like this. And I kind of also want to add some like green ripples. I think I want to add some of that red down here. The magenta. Magenta. It's so subtle. I don't know if this is really going to turn out good, but might as well try. It's pretty violet there, but it's hard to see, man. That camera doesn't quite pick it up the way that I expected it to. I might have to layer it on a few times. Right. Hope you guys are having a really good evening. Really appreciate that you're here to chill while I make the art. Make the art. My goodness, it's like the camera picks it up almost as a different color. Let me just see if that's accurate. Oh. Oh. That explains everything. Alright, you guys. My camera actually randomly shut off and disconnected, so let's go ahead and reconnect the thing. Holy moly, that's ridiculous, you guys. I can't believe that my camera does that. All right, let's shut that down. All right, hold on. Let's get this restarted. Gotta love that, man. GoPro, the GoPro brand. Is it like, okay, no, gotta stop it, make it stop right there. All right. Gotta love that GoPro. Alright. Try and get it connected. It's trying to connect currently. Might take a second, you guys. Sorry for the wait. Alright. Video live. Setup live. Alright. You can do it. Search for networks. Yes. Connect to the network. You can do it. Alright. Continue. Go live. Let's see. There it is. There it is. And now you can actually see the update in color. The differences. Differences in color. Don't like the way that this kind of goes over that though. Maybe I'm just being crazy, but I feel like I need to kind of peel that off right there. It's so weird how the UV paint it can just flake off, I guess. There we go, okay. It's looking a little bit better, I think. I had to use my finger there for a second. I look like a crazy person. I'm just finger painting, you know? Alright, let's get this chat pulled up again. I don't think I really have any updates here, but just in case. So yeah, he looks pretty rainbow. I think I have to clean out my brush because it's kind of starting to get all leaky. There we go. That's better. So it really does pick up that red. I was kind of worried about it, like looking over, I'm like, why isn't it picking up the red? What is going on? Yep, turns out that, unfortunately, the camera wasn't even working, really. It does that once in a while. It's kind of odd. But really, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Okay. And a bit of red over here, too. Got a little bit of color shift stuff going on over here. Shifting of the color. Although I think that that part honestly needs to be probably brightened a bit. It's a little too dark. Here we are. Super awesome. And we can just add a bit more of this red over here. I know I had added some before, but I'll go ahead and add a little bit more. There we go. Go, cool. Okay. I think I still want to add a bit more, just kind of connecting these. let's take a look at it and oh. Now, I should be using larger brush, some neon blue, and we'll get in here and kind of cover a lot more surface. Wipe just underneath here. Right. Nice. Boy, this part really is the part that's easy to mess up. Sure makes me nervous. Okay. Really wish there was a paint that was just like anti, like black on here, like it absorbs the UV. Although the best I could probably honestly do is just like cover it up with like other paint. Like I guess that's really something that I could do, but boy, I don't know. So the black paint there is kind of nice. I think I probably should perhaps use a little bit of like cobalt blue or something. Let's turn this on. Oh yeah. I turn that off. What sort of looks like a little bit gunked up, to be completely honest with you. So maybe if I just take some water, just kind of really quickly just take some of it off. Because it looks really gunked up to me. A little bit too much, you know? And if I just clean out my brush really good and just have some water on it. We can blend that stuff quite a bit better. I think I've definitely muckied it up. It might be better if I can just brush it with some water and let it soften up. All right. Now let's try this out. It's a bit better. Seems like it's still kind of muckied up. Let me check this wing. Alright, I see where it's kind of a problem. Right. See, the red seems like it is kind of a problem for me. I feel like I should be staying away from the red. Seems like it's a bit much right now. might just use some water and just kind of blend it really nice. I feel like that's what I should be doing with this stuff. It's really hard to see. I'm internally panicking just a bit because I don't know if I kind of messed it up, you know? It looks kind of gunky. Shut this off real quick. Oh yeah. It's almost requires that I kind of like maybe gently massage this off. May have to paint over it a bit with regular paint. These UVs are very tricky. I think there's kind of like an issue with the red one because the red one like dries like pretty white. The yellow one too, but it doesn't seem to be as bad. I don't know if changing the lighting is gonna help or if potentially coating it with something clear is gonna help. But I really wasn't expecting it to look like this. That's not good. In the way, I forgot. I feel like if I could just get some of this to come off, then I should be fine. I think I'm just gonna stay away from the red for a while. At least on the dragon. I think that's pretty much good. Don't really need to use any more of that stuff for him. But for the coral and stuff, it shouldn't be an issue. This most certainly is an issue. Let me see. Probably if I can just get a little bit more of that off there, it should be alright. Up here. Turn it off and turn this back on, and we'll see how it looks. Looks pretty okay. I don't need to be adding any more of that red. I should be blending with a lot more water. That's for certain. That's definitely for sure. Let me think. I could use a bit of a gray or like a low. No, I don't know if I want to do that. Hold on. Actually, I think that I do. Hold on. Let's use some regular acrylics for a second here. And we're gonna start to kind of try to. Well, I'll show you what I'm going to do. I'm gonna do like a low saturation blue. We're gonna use a bit of cobalt. black and white. And do a bit of back and forth here, trying to get this thing fixed. Because it looks so gunkied up, man. That UV paint does not dry clear. Just a warning to those who want to use it. It's very fun, but I should have definitely been quite a bit more careful while I was using it. I mean, this looks like it's just straight up like icing or frosting or something. And it's just flaking off. If I could get my mitts on some better quality stuff, that would be ideal. Definitely. Let's see if I can coat it with some of this UV. This UV stuff. I don't know if it's really gonna help. I'll make it worse. Oh well. We'll figure it out. I feel like I should be. Try to get that kind of off there. It's too much, man. That's the problem. Turn this off, maybe? No, that's no effect. I was a little hopeful there. That's okay. Let's mix up our low contrast blue. Or low, what did I say before? Low saturation. It's kind of a deep, low saturation. Probably want it quite a bit darker. Okay. And then a bit lighter. If I can, when that's on, shut this off. Nice. Actually, I feel like this is gonna work out just okay. Very low contrast. Blue. This is the way to do it. Bit of water. Probably try to cover a lot of this up here. Alright, let's check it out. Yeah, we're definitely going to have to step back and redo a good portion of this. I didn't really realize that stuff was going to gunk on so bad, like, with lights. It's really not supposed to look like that. But it's starting to look quite a bit better, I think. Making a lot of improvements here. I feel like the lower contrast that it adds to painting really isn't such a bad thing in most areas. But in some of the areas, it's kind of just not, like, it doesn't look good. It just really depends. Alright. Okay, so I think kind of like that, it's not so bad. What do you guys think? So, like, let me just turn off the black light so we can look at it. I might want to kind of darken up underneath the head over here. Might want to go back to that. Just add a bit of cobalt blue and ultramarine, black, and oh, there's my typo. I think it's looking great from here, honestly. Well, thank you. Okay, that's good to know. Really good to know. I was kind of panicking about it a little bit because of the problem that I just had to face with the that horrible gunkied up paint. It's just not easy to work with, man. It's easy to mess up is the biggest problem. I feel that it's just very easy to mess up. Alright. Okay, so I'm thinking that that's okay, and then maybe we can get back into the UV now. Let's go ahead and turn that off and turn the UV back on. Okay, so now we can kind of work our way into the blue again. So I did kind of cover up that weird little like red throat patch. That was kind of unnecessary. I don't think I needed that, and I don't think I needed to really add any more red to the painting. So we'll just go ahead and leave the red at that. We'll leave it like that. And then some blue, I think, would be good. Yeah. Where is... I'm losing stuff. I am looking for... Oh, wow. Yeah. It's hard to do this in the dark, man. Alright, where's my... There it is. Okay. Never mind. I got it. It's hard to find stuff, man. Like, it's... And then when you do find stuff, like, you might drop it, and everything just kind of went into pink for a sec there. That was a fun little ride. Okay. So now, let's go ahead and cover that with a bit of blue. So lesson learned. Don't clump up the red. And what else did I learn? I learned that when in doubt, cover it with regular acrylic paint. Just go back over it, even if it seems tedious, because otherwise you're going to be fighting it with the rag and the water, and it just doesn't work. It does not work that way. It doesn't. And I thought it would. I thought it would be fine if I could just, you know, I thought if I just put some water on it and continue to like wipe away at it, that it would eventually come off, but it doesn't. It does not do that. It doesn't come off. That was a mistake, for sure. But that's okay. these okay. Just kind of do this, but we'll kind of leave that shadow there. I'm just gonna kind of leave that shadow. Right. I can layer on the blue just fine. The blue hasn't had any issues yet. The blue seems honestly like the best one for this whole entire painting. So far, blue seems like it's pretty. Pretty reliable. So my daughter's been obsessed with Kirby lately. We're all learning. You got this. Well, thank you. You're so sweet and super supportive. Just trying to get through this together. That's why I don't mind making the mistakes on the camera and everything like that, is because I figure, you know, perhaps like the things that I'm doing and the things that I'm doing wrong might help the people who might try to do the same thing. So if somebody else wants to do the UV painting, I should probably like link what I get, what I use too. Like maybe that's something that people would enjoy. But yes, I am happy to share this kind of information and just what I'm using and my mistakes and everything like that. Definitely not perfect at this. I am learning. But I do intend to get better at this, for sure. Hopefully my live streams are of value to those who are interested in painting with UVs. That would be ideal. That would make me very happy. I definitely don't mind sharing the experience, mistakes and all. Okay. Here we go. Alright, just gotta take a step back and continue to kind of mucky up over this area. Yeah. That red though, I don't trust that red. You're a trailblazer, an innovator. That's what makes you awesome. That's your genius. Well, thank you so much. You're so sweet, Gammy Loves Robin. That means so much to me. I'm really trying to do just kind of my own thing, but I wouldn't say that this is my own innovation. People do use UV paints. And I have heard of painters using them for their own paintings, which is very cool. I really thought of it though, like I was just like, wouldn't it be cool to make the bioluminescent thing? And I was just having those ideas mid-paint, and I was kind of terrified of ruining the painting, but you know, like it was like, I don't know, I just really wanted to try it. We're all doing something new here, so hopefully it's of value to everybody watching and interested. I do like to do something new though. Like I like to try new things. I'm not really much the person who likes to copy. I don't much like to copy I know that copying or mimicking art styles is a very popular thing in art communities. That personally is very off-putting to me. Not to say that it's like wrong or anything like that. I mean, nobody owns an art style or anything like that, you know? Nobody can just own an art style or whatever. But like, also, I just don't really like copying. I don't know. It feels like less creative freedom. But that could be me. This is also coming from someone who has done a lot of fan art, so I know that that doesn't quite sound like I am 100% like doing my own thing. I did do a lot of fan art, and I'm sure I still will do quite a bit of fan art. I just really enjoy like kind of putting my own spin on concepts that already exist if I'm really passionate about those. So I mean, that's kind of what I get out of that. And not using other art styles, so I feel like that takes the creative freedom away. So, I mean, depends on who you ask. Some people might think that doing fan art, that is taking away the creative freedom. But for me, I feel like you can express new creative freedom in fan art. It's been a while since I've done any fan art, but yeah. I am working on that thing for Mosasaur Works, and he like wants basically that Fakemon thing. It's a fake Pokemon. So it kind of like, it's supposed to emulate the art style, which like, I don't know. I guess I gotta get on the computer and like kind of do some research about like Kinsugimori art style or something. How to emulate that. I'm not the kind of person who like, I don't know how to study an art style. So that for me is going to be a new thing. It's really not something that I probably will enjoy doing too much, but I did look up to Kinsugimori as a kid, as an artist. And an illustrator. I did actually really enjoy his artwork growing up as a kid. So who knows? I might get something out of it. I might, enjoy it more than I think I will. We'll see. We'll see. But as for those like popular art styles and stuff like that, there are really popular ones in like Tumblr or whatever. There's just other webs like Instagram has like art girls and stuff like that. I don't know, man. There's popular art styles, and I just can't really get behind popular art styles. I don't understand the concept of a popular art style. Certain anime styles are super popular. Alright, so let's see. I was thinking about using green. I think I might use green for the ripples, maybe? Alright, let's turn this back on. Okay, cool. Very cool. Not too shabby. Alright, so let's use some green for the ripples. I'm gonna try it out. Man, I don't know what I'm doing. I'm just gonna really hope I don't mess this up. Alright. I would have to really like kind of hit just very specific areas. Just kind of go for it. Just kind of make like a ripple pattern. Let's just hope it works. I don't know what I'm doing, you guys. Oh, wow. But I do think that if I can pull this off, I feel like it'll look really good. I feel like if I can get this to work, I think that I can make it look like really nice. It's gonna kind of fade out. It's not gonna be like exactly Oh, but I think it's going to look nice, you guys. I think it's actually gonna work. Alright, let's just hope. Let's hope and let's pray. Okay. Let's see, how does that look? Alright, that's actually, I think that's really gonna work good. Work good. I sound so intelligent right now. That's really gonna work good. Oh, I think it's gonna work out well. I do think so. Just have to add like the ripple effect, ripple marks. And I need it to kind of like fade out. Right? Okay, cool. Oh, amethyst mystery theme, yay! There it is. How are you? Perfect while he's on the screen with Pecco. That's awesome. How are you? Oh, that's awesome. Okay, so let's take a look at this, man. I think that this is gonna work out. I just have to really be really careful. Really careful to not ruin the painting. I don't know, man. I don't know what I'm doing. So it's kind of almost like just a sort of somewhat random pattern. But I think that it's working out okay. I think it looks like water ripples. Like you can kind of see like the light ripples hitting it. It should be kind of like that. A little more water, a little more paint. Mix it. And do it very carefully. Okay. Alright, so let's take a look at that in the... Alright, wow, there it goes. It actually looks, half decent, I think, at least in the camera it does. Nice. Okay. Wow. This is wild, dude. It's actually looking a little bit like light ripples. It's working! I think. So exciting. I was thinking about this for the past couple days. Just trying out these light ripples. Do you think if I add some up here, I think that would look pretty nice. Okay. Hopefully that looks alright. We'll add some up here on the cheek as well. Whoa. Alright. I'm gonna take a look at it in the camera view. Okay. Not bad, not bad. Cool. Alright, let's keep it going. Nice. Okay, sorry I'm so quiet, you guys. I'm just, I feel like I got all my talking out like really fast. Now I'm just kind of chill. I'm so focused on these water ripples. Just gotta figure out how to paint them. That's great. Lots of little water ripples. It's working out okay, I think. I do kind of think I want some up on his noggin over here, though. problem is it's drying really fast. But I might be able to make this work. Using a bit of water. Right. And there it is. Water ripples. Man. This is kind of working, isn't it? Alright, I do need more water though. Need more water. More of this paint. And mixed up so that it doesn't dry out. Very good. How does that look? Let's find out. It's not horrible. It's not horrible. I feel like it's kind of working. What do you guys think? Does it look like little light ripples? Little water light ripples? That's the effect I'm attempting to achieve right now. I feel like this should be quite a bit brighter though. Let's see how that looks. Better. That actually looks better, I think. Okay. Alright. Let us see. I'm digging it. Thank you. Thank you so much. Really trying. I'm hoping it all turns out good. I do think that I might have to do the light ripples under the wing here. Like underneath the ridges, perhaps. I need to kind of look at the view over here. Okay, I think that's working. I'm also heading to bed soon. Thanks for letting us watch the process. Well, thank you so much for being here, Bing Smoko. You're awesome. It definitely looks underwater. Why, thank you. I'm really trying to do that. I'm trying to do the water effect. But thank you so much for being here, Bing Smoko. You're awesome. I appreciate all your support and all your kind words. And your input too. Your input has been valuable as well. I hope you have a super good night. I can't wait to see you and brother. It's gonna be so awesome having you guys over here. Get to see how Robin has grown. She's mentioned you and I think she misses you. It's gonna be great. Have a super good night, Bing Smoko. Bye. Yes. Alright, let's see. Oh, nice. Alright. Really trying to get the ripple ripples effect. Get some nice little water ripples. Okay, let's see how that looks. All right, oh, that looks like a little water ripple over there. All right, I think I may be as well. Already zoning out. Have a good night and thanks for streaming. Well, thanks so much for being here, brother. I'm excited to see you guys over the weekend. Have a good night. Bye, brother. Get some rest. Get some super good rest. Bit much. Probably just use a little bit of blue over there instead. Possibly. Maybe add a little bit of green over here. Add like a little ripple right there. Fade over that direction. Nice. All right, I think that worked out okay. And as for this little effect, I want to add some of that ripple over here. Very cool. It's starting to really look like it's kind of ripply. Just a little bit. Okay, let's take a look. This is so much fun. It's really interesting to work on it like this. When I really have no idea what I'm doing. There we go. Cool. Sleeping Zeus, oh my gosh, hello. Ruined a painting. You got it? You ruined the painting. That's awesome. Welcome, hello. I was just talking you up earlier for helping me out with the RAM upgrade thing. Sending a video and stuff. Helping me out. My incompetent like my incompetent ass, like I just don't know what I'm doing, you know? It was really helpful that you recommended PC Part Picker too. I'm just talking you up about that because I just can't wait for my upgrade, dude. I cannot wait to be able to like upgrade my RAM and to have just better RAM. Like, it's just gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice. I'm going for 16. Although with the new part coming in, it won't be 16. But that's what I'm going for eventually. I got you. Well, thank you. Thank you for your support and your help. Very helpful and very awesome. I'm making little light ripples right now. I'm trying to make it look underwater. And it's kind of messy and pretty challenging, but I feel like it's working okay. I feel like it's working out. Going back to lurking sounds fun. Better than anything I could do. Anything I could hope to do. Oh wow. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, I don't know quite what I'm doing, but we're kind of fumbling as we go, you know. Just gotta figure it out. Thank you for your kind words, and feel free to lurk. Do your thing. Don't worry about it. Just chill, listen to music. And yeah, I'm just gonna be here just trying to paint light ripples. I sort of like don't fully know what I'm doing, but I'm just kind of fumbling my way through. It's just hope. Seems like it's working out okay, at least from the camera view. It looks like it's working okay. So, just hoping it stays that way. Just gonna do like some pretty like random shapes that are kind of like they should connect, and then the shapes that connect, they should get kind of like brighter where they connect. But not in every spot, just in most of the spots. It's very hard to describe. I sound like a crazy person. I'm the kind of person that can't really describe exactly what I'm doing. I ain't no Bob Ross, but I can certainly try. Bob Ross is fantastic at explaining. I think so anyways. When I watch Bob Ross, and yes, occasionally I do watch Bob Ross. You shouldn't be surprised at that. When I do watch Bob Ross, he is pretty good at explaining what he does. There's another painter that paints on YouTube. And of course he is like obviously much newer. He's not like, you know, TV, he's just YouTube. But his channel on YouTube is Kevin Oil Painting. And I don't paint with oils, I don't know oils, but his painting is fantastic. It's phenomenal. And he paints incredibly fast for his episodes. It's sort of like shocking. Like I'm just like, how does he possibly paint that fast? His episodes are really quite quick, and people like will complain and stuff and say that he like makes them too mucky because I don't know, like because he paints too fast or whatever. I'm just thinking, what do you expect? This dude is doing like full-blown oil paintings of landscapes, and he's doing them so quick. They're like 30-minute episodes. It's crazy. Yeah, so for a while I was watching him, because it's kind of helped me like to understand how painting landscapes works, and how to better envision and how to better like use techniques for painting certain things. Now, I haven't been able to follow anything like while he's doing it, and I'm honestly not as good. I'm not as quick. I paint quite a bit slower, and I also use acrylic, so I can't blend the same, so the exact techniques are kind of, like I can't copy them because I'm not using the right kind of paint for it. But it's still just interesting to watch, to kind of like change my mindset a little bit and help me to paint a little better, I would say. Get in the right mindset. So that'll probably do it for that. And then I do think that I probably need to I think that's probably fine just like that. Okay, let me think. I'm just gonna take a look at it from the camera view. Okay. Okay, so go ahead and add some on the tail. Interesting. Alright. Okay, so now I'm going to continue on with the green. Probably work my way over here. Alright, interesting. Interesting. This to me is just, it's all new territory. So, I'm finding it very fascinating. Okay. Here we go. Let's take a look at it in the camera. Okay, I think it's working out. I feel like I kind of want to add a little bit more. Okay, something a little bit like that. Okay, that works. Yep, here we go. All right, that does it for the ear. Okay, gotta look at this a little bit longer. I think I should probably add the effects to the fins on the tail. Fins on the tail. Kind of working out okay. All right, if I just continue to do that, it should be fine, should work out. I think so. Some weird little water ripples. And then in some of those water ripples, I might want to add a little bit of yellow. I'm thinking. There's that. Water ripples. Alright, I feel like this is probably the safest way to do it too. I was worried about adding too many water ripples in the, Oh, hello, it's Space Daddy Gangsta! Hey, welcome! So right now, I am just kind of adding some water ripples. It's a very subtle effect. But you might see like along his chest here and up here, you can kind of see like light ripples because he's in the water, and so I thought it's time to start painting some of that lighting effect, make it look a little bit more underwater. So I'm not really sure exactly what I'm doing. I gotta be completely honest with you. It's a very new concept to me, but I'm working on it. I'm learning. I think I kind of want to dilute it a little bit. So right now I'm just kind of mixing it with some clear acrylic medium. I noticed I had that out, so I thought, might as well give it a try. I might want to dilute it a little bit. I love it. Well, thank you. You can see them. Good. Okay. Good. That's important to me because I didn't know if it was too subtle to be able to really pick up on the camera, but I want it to look like a nice little ripple effect. I think I kind of want to add a little more along the chest here. Yeah. Okay. Alrighty. So let's look at the contrast. Let's look at the regular lighting real quick. Just take a look at that. Okay. So I did actually make some changes a little bit to the chest area and the neck because I gunked it up earlier. I gunked it up really bad with some of the like red UV and it looked super gunky and weird and gray and it dried weird and it looked terrible. So I had to go over it with regular acrylics earlier just to fix it up because I totally messed that up. I messed it up, but I think I came back around and fixed it, so no worries. It's almost like it didn't happen, except it did definitely happen, and it was caught on camera, so now everybody knows that I'm a fraud. But for real, like, it's all good. It's not really a problem. Just gotta be wary of that, gotta be mindful. I'm trying to be more mindful, not to ruin the painting. I'm a fraud! Nah, but just, you know, it's just a little mess up here and there. It'll happen. I'm not worried about it. I was panicking at that time. I gotta be completely honest. I was panicking. I was like, this thing is going to get ruined. like I don't know. It just didn't, like, I don't know, man. It was not good. I was worried about it. I was like legitimately like, well, it's ruined. There's no going back. But it's all good. I managed to fix it up, I think. It's not quite the same as it was, but whatever. You know, it's not done till it's done, so not worried about that. Problems with the painting. It's always something. Always something. But hey, I ordered a new ram stick that should be here. Well, I don't know when. I really don't know when it'll be here, but I'm excited about it. It'll be here eventually. It shouldn't be too long before it's here. So I ordered one and I think that I'm going to need two, but I couldn't find two in the same place. So I have to like get the serial number and try and figure out like what exactly I ordered and then try and find that. Same thing somewhere else where I can purchase it. Good if I could do that. Go. Here we go. Man, these lighting ripples. It's such a weird thing painting these. I had to meet with a business today to set up their systems and do some graphic stuff, and I gotta say, some people really do have too much money, and I shouldn't be starting a business. Oh wow, yeah. You know what? It's funny you mention that because my husband and I have been watching, like, he likes to put on like that Kitchen Disasters show. I think it's called Kitchen Disasters, where like people have like a restaurant business and it's doing terribly, like it's not doing good at all, and Gordon Ramsay is called to come and like sort things out and help them to succeed and become like amazing. And that's exactly what my husband was saying about like most of the people that are on there. It's like you know, they have a lot of money for the most part, they have a ton of money, and then they're like, yeah, I want to start a restaurant. And it's like, then the whole thing's a disaster, so bad that they have to call Gordon freaking Ramsay to come over and sort things out, fix it up. Kitchen nightmares, yeah. Yes. It's so bad that they have to call Gordon Ramsay and be on the show and be absolutely humiliated just to get the business back up and running. Yeah, I mean, my husband absolutely, he loves to watch that show. But to him, he's like, man, it really is kind of off-putting. Like, makes you not really want to start a business, especially something that you're not super well versed in. Like most of those people, it's like, yeah, I just had a lot of money and I thought it would be fun to start up a restaurant. And it's like, you what? Like, you should have done all your research, like, done everything. Like, you shouldn't have any questions about anything. If you're gonna start a restaurant, man, like, I don't know. I don't understand people, logic. It's just crazy, dude. Starting up a restaurant when you know nothing about it. And that's like most of the people that are on there. It's like, yeah, I just thought it would be so much fun. And they don't know, like, jack about what they're doing. They don't know anything. Terrible. Tell them to watch Hotel Hell. It's amazing. Hotel Hell, that sounds super familiar to me. Hotel Hell. That sounds really familiar. Little ripples on the face. Alrighty. So far, so good. We're working on those little ripples. Yeah. I think it's working out pretty okay. I think that I should be using blue or perhaps white for some of these. I think I'm going to continue using green over here. Just kind of. Sorry, just painting some light over here. So in trance, like just in such a trance, just doing this. It looks kind of messy, but there's too many people with money trying to start a business instead of being personal banks for those with more skill that can start a business. It's really backwards. Yeah, they think that they can own it and do it, and like, I feel like they're just mismanaging their money. And it's like, yeah, starting a business sounds like a lot of fun, right? But do it in something that you know the ins and outs of, that you know everything about, right? You want to study that stuff for a while and just be comfortable with it. Not whatever they're doing, which is just, it's so backwards. So true. Alright, I'm going to close this up. I'm going to close up the green. Now I'm going to start using blue to make ripples. The blue is a lot darker. A lot darker. So it's going to be more for some of the subtle stuff, and it probably would look good over the red. So we'll see how that goes. Oh yeah. Glowy dragon. He's so glowy. Alright, so that's all cleaned out. Let's open up our blue. Mix it up a little bit. Alright, cool. I do think that like adding some of the blue ripples in the dark areas is like probably gonna look nice, I think. I think adding blue ripples in the dark areas is going to look swell. Little blue ripples. Nice and subtle. Super subtle. Well, how are you doing this lovely evening, Space Daddy Gangster? Hope you're doing well. Hope you're doing well and swell. Oh, that's looking much better. I should have been using the blue. Actually, I kind of like the green fading into blue. Never mind. I think it actually looks quite okay. It looks okay. I don't know how well the camera actually picks it up, but I'm going to go ahead and take a look at it. The camera does pick it up. Okay, very cool. Very cool. My friend helped start me out. He wanted to do the business I own right now, and I told him to instead just be an investor and get a lawyer to write his contract. We're both still great friends. He didn't lose out on closing a business, and I was able to pay him back in the first 2 years. It's much easier for someone to just throw money with interest than start a business they have no direction for. Yeah, that sounds like quite the feat. Yeah. Sounds like you guys got that all sorted out, though. That's great. You know, you were in at the right time for him, and you had a proposition, and it sounds like it went over very well for you guys, just because you both kind of knew what you were doing. Very cool. Well, I'm proud of you for doing that and for having the know-how and being able to take care of that with him, because that sounds like it could have been a bad thing. Right on. My husband says that if I ever, if I can get like big with my art, which I want to eventually, you know, once I can make this my full-time thing, he wants to be like handling the business end of things, which I said that is okay. I'm good with that. Just as long as he, and he did say that he'd stay in his lane and everything like that. He's gonna stay out of the art stuff, which is like, it's good. I didn't have to say anything. He just kind of said that on his own. I'm like, all right, that's good. Because I know, like, so he and I, we work good together in a lot of different ways, but I feel like there are certain things that we like sort of step on each other's toes about. Like for instance, if we're both in the kitchen together, both doing something at the same time, we both kind of step on each other's toes a little bit. And he always said that he didn't ever really want to work in the same, like, when I had first met him, he was looking for a job, and I had offered him a position where I was managing, and then, I don't think I was managing at the time, but I think that we had a position open. And so I told him, like, hey, like, you could work here. And he's like, no, I don't think I could work with my significant other and, like, all that, and, you know. And since then, we've kind of established that we're really not going to, like, work with each other in the same position, but I think if we did that, I think we could definitely make it work. That's awesome for you. As long as you both separate your roles and keep the goals in the same lane, you'll do great, I'm sure. Absolutely. Well, thank you. Absolutely. Yeah, we definitely have all of that stuff in mind. We're trying to be mindful of each other and everything like that. So, yeah, I think it'll go over well. I think so. Okay. Let's see how that looks. Got some little ripples there. I feel like some ripples here would do well. I feel like some ripples here might be important. Important ripples. Super important. Okay. I sound like a crazy person all the time. But it's cool with me as long as it's cool with you. Yeah, I think we can definitely make it work. We both know each other very well, and I feel like we can really make it work. My dream is to be able to travel and vend at shows and, like, you know, be able to show my presence. I should be able to have a booth at art shows and to be able to sell prints and sell my artwork, and I have such a dream to be able to, like, go to cons and sell there, and just I just want to be able to make that my full-time thing. I have such a dream to do that. And we are kind of, well, he's kind of really into, like, RVs and stuff right now. He's been looking into RVs a lot. And so we bought this house, but and we're probably honestly going to stay here for, I don't know, for like 20 or so more years. We're gonna be here for a long time. We have no intention of leaving. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be nice. Just you know, like, we're going to flip the house eventually, I think, and it's just gonna be, it's gonna be good. Because eventually, as we get older, we might want to kind of start traveling around a lot more. We don't know yet. We're still figuring that stuff out. A huge thing to keep in mind is to never let your long-term goals create conflict for short-term resolutions, if that makes sense. Yeah. If you guys create monthly goals to complete, you'll find that making yearly goals is reachable, which sounds simple, but a lot of people don't even try after the first few months. Monthly goals, even if they're very small, are so important. I agree with that, yeah. I definitely agree with the small goals working into the bigger goals. We kind of do that with everything. Yeah, we make small goals for ourselves and stuff, and we achieve a lot of the stuff that we put our minds to. I mean, all the little things. I mean, even just like changing the lifestyle, exercise and weight loss, like stuff like that, changing our diets up, and just like our personal projects that we like to work on too. We do like to use goals to help us out, for sure. Yeah. You definitely have it right. That's how it is. We set goals and stuff like that. And it works out great for us. Yeah. I'm super happy for you that you have these aspirations. You can do them for sure. You have great work ethic for it. Well, thank you. That means a lot to me. I got much respect for you and your art and wish nothing but the best progression. You are so sweet. Dude, I appreciate you. And thank you so much for sharing yesterday? Yesterday or yeah, I think yesterday. Thank you so much for sharing my art. That meant a lot to me. people don't usually do the share thing. And so I really took notice. I was just like, wow, he's awesome. I really appreciate you. Hey, so it is August now, and you were talking about doing that collab thing. I should be... I was thinking... if you can set like a date for that, I should be able to work around that. I think that the only times that I can work on that kind of stuff though, I think it's gotta be super late. Because my daughter's gotta be sleeping. So you might be streaming at odd hours like now. If we're gonna do the collab thing, just cause I mean I gotta well, maybe my husband could watch her on a weekend or something. I don't know. I guess I gotta figure that out. Of course. As I said, I show all my friends your art, and I'm a proud father. Oh, that's so sweet. I can do late. Is a weekend fine? I think so. Now I'm going to have to run that past my husband because he's been wanting to do like camping and stuff over the weekends, and so we might have to pick a weekend where we're going to be here. And he's wanting to do this regularly, so just this past weekend we went camping. We went to Prescott, and it was absolutely gorgeous. It was wonderful. But I wasn't able to be online really. I mean, I popped on Facebook for like 2 seconds at a time really, and I couldn't read anything or check anything while I was out. We stayed in a tent. It was just dispersed camping, so it wasn't like, well, actually it was campsites, sorry. It was campsites. It just seemed like dispersed camping because it was so open and pretty, but there was no Wi-Fi. Like, there's hardly any service out there. We went to some lakes and stuff like that, and we had like no service. We had 0 bars. So it was fun, man. It was so much fun, but we just don't really have Wi-Fi or service out there, and I can't really paint or stream my art or anything while we're out there. So and he's been wanting to go like super often, but this weekend coming up, my brother and his girlfriend are going to be coming over here, and I'm super excited about it because they're going to be celebrating my birthday with me. My birthday's on Tuesday, so I will actually be streaming that night. It'll be super fun. I might even set up like a rewards thing where it's like you can say happy birthday and pop off some confetti or something. Just a stupid little effect. And maybe keep it around for future birthdays for other people so that we can do like, a happy birthday for other people. That would be super fun. Birthday stream, yes, it'll be great. We'll talk about it. I want to be able to advertise it a bit, so I don't want to make a last minute stream. Right on, the 28th. I can probably make that happen. Yeah, poggers. Yeah, let's check it out. I'm gonna check out the calendar really quickly. Very quick. Let's see this calendar. The 28th is a Saturday. Saturday, Catday. So yes, we can do, like, do you want to do like a swing shift sort of thing? Kind of like this, swing from Saturday to Sunday? You just gotta let me know times for sure. This one? This track? This soundtrack, you might recognize the beginning. This part. You probably recognize that part. Okay, that part is the Game Boy printer from Pokemon Red and Blue. They did they revamped this music and they made it into the connect from Pokemon Go to Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So they kind of revamped that Game Boy printer music, which obviously didn't work in Pokemon Red and Blue and Green. But isn't that so nice? Like, they made the music awesome. Like, they took that old soundtrack and it's like you could only hear that little first part anyways. Yeah. What else is this from? It sounds so familiar. Yeah, so that soundtrack is, yeah. It's a nostalgic feel. Yeah, so that soundtrack, that one that you were talking about, came from Pokemon Red and Blue and Green. And when you go into the Pokedex, if you like select a Pokemon and go to the Game Boy printer section where you can like print the Pokedex data for the Pokemon, which it didn't work. Like, it really wasn't working because I think Game Boy printer was Japan only. It was like a really short-lived release. Like, not many people actually got a Game Boy printer, if I'm not mistaken. And so like, if you played Red and Blue, you still had the option to print, but like, you wouldn't get very far and it would just play that first section of the music. And then they revamped it. They took that same soundtrack, and when they played it, it gave me chills the first time I heard it. I was playing Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, and then I went to like the Pokemon Go park. I forget what it's called. It's like the Safari Zone replacement. You go there and you can transfer your Pokemon Go Pokemon over to Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. But when you do that, when you go to transfer your Pokemon, you hear that music. At the beginning, the very beginning, it sounds exactly, it's just a rip from the Game Boy printer section in Pokemon Red and Blue. When you fire up or when you go into that menu, it's that same soundtrack. It's the same one. Yeah, so it's so cool. And then they revamped it, and it sounds so pretty. Like, I love how they did that, like little Easter eggs like that. You like games with good soundtracks. Have you ever heard of Rhapsody, musical adventure for the original PlayStation? I haven't. I appreciate the compliment, but I haven't heard of that. But I'm interested to know. That sounds like a fun title. That sounds like a fun title. Yeah, alright, so I'm just gonna go ahead and add some more ripples over here. Yep, there's that. Add some more ripples like right here. Wow, this is kind of wild. Looks so ripply, for lack of a better term. Seems like it's kind of working out though. Oh boy, let's kind of add some more in here. There we go. Cool. Let's see. Yo! Oh my god, it's so good. Can I share a link in chat? Or will it block me? You know, I'm not really sure if it'll block you. I'm pretty sure I set it up so that it can take links. Like, you should be able to share a link. Yep, there it is. There's the link. Alright, let me check that out on my phone. I feel like my phone can open that right now. Let's open it on my phone. Oh heck, never mind, because then I gotta reload the chat. Alright. If I just open this maybe on, or how about I send this, if I can open this on my desktop and maybe just save the link. not long. Well, that's good to know. Firefox. I'm not trying to open a Firefox. Silly Firefox. Alright, let's see y'all. Alright, it looks like my computer's kind of panicking and the desktop is like restarting. Oh, my poor computer! I need more RAM for this! Oh geez. Alright, let me just stop this for a sec. Hold on. The stream is at risk. Alright, let's see. Maybe I can open it up on my tablet? Let's try my tablet. Alright, let's try this out. Try out the tablet. And this should work out better, probably. Let's see. Confirm. Yeah. Wow. Internet's chugging along even. Let's do this. How to build a custom portfolio? Wait. Oh no, that's just, that's an ad. I'm being stupid right now. Hold on. Let me save this. Then perhaps I can really listen to it. So is this a soundtrack that you're showing me? Hey, I wasn't expecting this to be kind of like a sprite. Looks like isometric. Is that the term? Isometric sprite view? The game is basically a musical about Cornette as she seeks to rescue a prince after being turned to stone by a witch. It's a really good game. The soundtrack. Oh my god, no way! Oh my gosh, no way! It's really a musical. I gotta go back and watch this later. This is pretty fantastic. Hold on. Here we go. There we go. Alright. So let's see. I want to make sure that my camera's still connected. Okay, it is. I have glowy paint on my fingers. And I'm gonna get back to work here, but that was entertaining. How interesting. I couldn't believe that that's a musical. For real, like, for real. That is too funny. Well, I enjoy that. I'm kind of wondering, alright, I think I kind of know what to do here. I might be adding some blue or ripples on this thing. I want to make it look a bit more like this, but yeah, sorry. I did have to kind of stop it. I realized that my paints were starting to dry up a bit, just because I'm leaving them and not mixing any water into them. And my brush was kind of getting stiff, so I had to work a little bit quick. But I can't believe that that's actually like a musical. That's so funny. The game itself is so fun because most of the enemies you fight you can have on your team like Pokemon, but the game is literally just the Disney movie. Oh, you're fine. Didn't expect you to play it on stream. Yeah, I don't think that I really can even. My computer's just gonna chug along, man. But yeah, wow. That's pretty wild. What an interesting concept. So so different, you know? Musical. That is so funny. like, is it supposed to be kind of a funny concept? The fact that it's like a musical? It's just, that's great. It's great and it's kind of humorous. Like, that is so funny. You just expect that in a movie. Like you said, Disney. It just seems like such a Disney thing. But that's just too funny. Apparently they made a version for the DS in 2009. It looks like a DS game. I gotta get it. It's one of the only games I ever saw that's a musical and an RPG all in one. So you're telling me that there are musical games that are not RPGs? Is that what we're implying here? Because I wouldn't have even known about that, to be completely honest with you. I'm having such a good time with like painting these ripples and stuff. It's very water-y. Very oceany. I'm having such a jolly good time. Jolly good. Jolly good. Well, I mean, there are musical games, but most of them are very, very bad. Oh, I believe it. When you think about, when you like say a game, like a video game that's also a musical, I gotta say, like the first things that come to mind are kind of cringe. Like it just sounds like it wouldn't work too well. But that actually looked kind of like a legit RPG. I just looking at the sprite work, like the sprites looked kind of nice. And I was just like, okay, maybe I could get behind this. I'm gonna have to check it out later. That is too funny. I can't believe that they actually like made somewhat unrelated. You ever heard of Kanye Quest? Like, please tell me you know about Kanye Quest. And Ascend. Ascend. Kanye Quest was a masterpiece. What reminded me of that was just the sprite work from that game. Like the game that you just showed me. It just kind of reminded me a little bit like of like Kanye Quest. It was like shockingly good in that game, except for like the actual battles. Like except for like the actual like battles, it's just like pictures of people, of like rappers' heads and stuff. Like, oh man, that game is just wild. Kanye Quest is a legit thing though. If you don't know about it, I'll tell you about it. It's okay. So Kanye Quest is like this. It's this RPG that you can play on your computer. I think it's like free to download or something. It was on Steam for a while. And it's like, it's pretty legit. And it's kind of hard. Like it's a an RPG where you play as Kanye West, and, you know, hence the name, Kanye Quest. And you, like, fight other rappers. Now, it's been a very long time since I've, like, actually played it. But it's, like, it's so weird. It's very, very weird. So you run into a whole bunch of, like, clones, basically, of rappers, from what I remember. It's like way far in the future. It's like 3030 or something ridiculous like that. I don't even remember what year it's supposed to be, but it's like super far into the future. And like every rapper and everything is like a clone. And like there's this secret in the game. I feel like I don't really like remember enough to give you like all of the details, but this game has this massive secret in it. Kind of creepy. The secret is kind of creepy, I'm not gonna lie. It's kind of creepypasta material. Yeah, so like, it's just a regular ass RPG for the most part. You don't really expect anything. You expect the game to be kind of bad because you're playing as Kanye West, and it's like, why is someone making a video game about playing as rappers? So you know, you don't really expect too much, but it's actually pretty well built. It's a legit RPG. There are like random encounters in it, and the random encounters are like, they will thrash you, dude. Like, they will mess you up. But yeah, if you can survive pretty much the game, there's this one part in it that's actually kind of early on that has this Easter egg. It's basically an alternate ending, somewhat. Oh, it gives me chills. It's so weird. There's this NPC that just randomly asks you, "What do you want to do?" And so you're given just like a few letters that you can type in. And if you type in anything, they just say like, "That sounds neat," or something like. You just can type in whatever, and they just repeat it back to you. And just, oh, that sounds like cool, or whatever. I can't exactly remember verbatim what they say, but it's kind of just whatever. Like, they're never mentioned again or whatever, or anything like that. You can play through the rest of the game if you want to. The rest of the game, it's a pretty strange game about, like, you know, just rapper clones and the base god or whatever. And so like, you get to this part that just one random NPC would ask you what you want to do. If you type ascend, of all words, ascend, there are no clues. There are 0 clues in the game that you should type ascend. But if you type ascend, this whole thing happens. You teleport into this other dimension. You're suddenly a butterfly. Now remember, you were Kanye West before, now you're a butterfly. Just a butterfly in a gigantic bell tower or something. It's literally a giant, and you hear like bells going off in the tower. You hear like these bells. Now that I think about it, I think that didn't Gammy Loves Robin? I thought you told me about like a book called The Butterfly and the Bell Tower, and for me that was kind of like going off in my head, and I was starting to think maybe it has something to do with that, and it's got something to do with the person who wrote the book. Were they in a coma? I can't remember what it was, but they weren't able to really use their body, but they wrote the book before they passed away, or they wrote the book before they passed away, and then the book got published after. I think I remember. But it's kind of scary if you really think about it. There's some ties there. I didn't think about that before at all. But anyways, you're this butterfly. You hear these bells in the background, like you're in a bell tower, and it just basically says that you have ascended. And it's got some ties to some, like, I don't know, new agey cult called Ascensionism, which is so bizarre. And then there are all these little gates that prevent you from progressing. And you have to guess the word, or like, I think not all of them are words, but I'm not sure. It might just be random characters or something. And I think that people actually had to data mine it to get the correct answers because there are 0 clues anywhere. So basically, you teleport to this map. This map, like, there are all of these, like, checkpoints, basically, where you have to, you just float around as a butterfly, you go to these walls, you have to guess the password to open up the door, and then you continue on. And it opens up more and more of the map, but you have to, like, know the words, and it just doesn't tell you the words anywhere in the game. You're supposed to know them, but you don't. Like, you have to data mine it to know. So then if you data mine it, get all of the answers, which there are, like, I don't remember how many, like 80 something. It's a ridiculous amount of doors that you have to go through. It's crazy. And then you get to the finished map. If you scroll out, like if you take a screenshot of every part of the map and then you scroll it out, it's a massive QR code that leads to a dead link. Freaky. I got chills thinking about it. If you complete it and you get to the top, it like asks to submit your information, and it says like, if you do this, like, someone will be watching you in a few days. It's like super creepypasta, like, but you don't see any shock images. It's just creepy. There's nothing like scary about it. It's just creepy. It's like, you know, it asks you to submit information, and I'm pretty sure they data mined it, and it doesn't actually, the information that you input doesn't actually go anywhere. It's just designed to spook you, basically. So creepy. Just possibly the creepiest thing. I played a little bit of it though. Like I never finished it, and I never did the Ascensionism thing. But I did watch like other people play it. Total nightmare fuel. Like, but when you think about it though, it's like, oh. That makes sense that they would do the butterfly and the bell tower, the Ascensionism thing. Maybe that has something to do with it. Maybe that has something to do with like, who knows? Maybe it has something to do with like, you know, finding inner peace or something. It's just like not, I don't know what Ascensionism actually believes, but it's some weird stuff. Look into it or don't. It's just an interesting bit that I just randomly remembered and wanted to talk about, because like, holy crap, that game is the weirdest thing ever. Holy moly. I'd be interested to see somebody stream Kanye Quest. Just for its secret. You know? Like, I want to see people, like stream its creepy secret. Guilty pleasure. I do like creepypasta stuff and really weird, unexplained stuff. I do like that kind of stuff. That's my jam. It might be weird. It might be weird. You can probably hear me walking around a whole bunch. Please don't mind me. I'm just pacing around, like looking back at the screen, checking to make sure that the camera is still going, checking to make sure that my new changes look okay over there from the thumbnail view. yeah. Oh man. I guess I should just kind of start to add. Yeah, there we go. That looks pretty okay, I think. Just kind of like add some pretty little blue ripples in here. Go. Nice. Alrighty. I think I kind of want to add some blue over here. Yeah, here we go. Cool, alright, let me look at that in the small view. Super terrific Trevor, hello, welcome. Hey Selma, I'm so happy to hang out here for a few minutes. Right on, well thanks so much for being here. I appreciate you. It'll probably be about like 25 minutes before I wrap some things up. I made a few adjustments so far to the painting. He has like little light ripples on him now, so that should be kind of like adding to the water or underwater effect and make him look a little bit more like he is underwater. Yeah, so I added some little lighting ripples, and that's fun. And I'm still kind of working on the coral and everything like that. It'll probably take some time, but welcome back. It's good to see you here. I hope you've been well. I went camping all weekend, which was really fun. I had a really good time. We don't go camping very often, but we will be soon, I think. We'll be doing that pretty regularly, I think. That's what my husband wants to do. He wants to do lots of camping. Yeah, and that'll be good. It'll be good for us. Well, I hope your weekend was awesome as well. Hope you had a good weekend and a good week so far. The week's almost over. It sure is. Okay. There we go. I love the light ripples. Well, thank you. That means so much to me. I'm really trying to get this down pat. I don't really fully know what I'm doing, but I'm definitely trying to get better at this. I feel like I should be kind of having these creep up the neck. Have them kind of creep up the neck, just ripple out like that. Maybe that would look better. Okay, not too bad. I think that's actually working out okay. Looks a little better than it did, I think. There we go. My weekend was awesome. Christmas came early for me, and I can explain. Ooh. Well, you know, that sounds like a really good weekend. couldn't possibly be better, I'm sure. The way that it sounds like sounds like the best weekend ever, but yes, please continue. I'd like to know what made it like Christmas. Let's use some UV yellow. Use some UV yellow to make these stand out a bit more. Yes, I think that makes them stand out a little bit more. Very awesome. Oh, sounds like Brewster. Brewster and McQuackin Panda, hello! Welcome! Hello, hello, hi and welcome. I've got my funky little slideshow with the birds and a random fish and fun stuff. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm working on ripples tonight. Can you see the subtle little ripples of light across the dragon? It might be very subtle on the camera, but I've been working on that most of the night, trying to get some little light ripples visible over here. But welcome. I hope you are having an amazing evening. I'll be on for another 20 or so minutes, so not too long, but hopefully that's okay, you guys. And thanks so much for being here. Miss McQuackin. Amazing. Oh yeah, okay, so we're working on this coral right now. Kind of like doing the coral, but for the most part in this session, I've really been like working on the ripples and stuff like that on the dragon, just to try and get that that effect like it's underwater. A very underwater-y effect. If this would look good here. I feel like it looks okay there. Just to kind of separate that, I guess. There we are. Alright, part 1. So last Christmas, family got a PS5. Around that same time, I was told that Christmas 2021 would have the family Xbox One moved to my room, as they planned to get the newer console, the Xbox Series X. Oh, let me guess. That all happened. That all happened over the weekend instead of on Christmas. Hence, Christmas came early. Ah. Now, I'm just guessing here. I could be wrong. I might be jumping the gun. But that sounds very nice. Sounds really nice. Alright. Let's see here. Okay. Now I should be working on the background. I should be kind of working on, well, have kind of an idea here. can add those little layers over there. It's just a very subtle part of the background. As I was about to race my dad on NASCAR Heat, he pulled out the new Xbox. No way! What a surprise! Oh, that sounds awesome. Trevor, that's so awesome. Well, that's so nice of your dad. Oh my gosh. That is so cool. There's nothing better, man, than like the feeling that you get. I mean, I'm just speaking for your dad for just a second here. There's nothing better than that feeling that you get when you do something or get something really nice for your kid and surprise them with it out of nowhere, like totally unexpected, just a nice little surprise, and then your kid's face just lights up. I'm just speaking like about, you know, the feeling as a parent. Like, I only have a little 3-year-old. She's awesome. Just, I don't know. There's something so nice about it when you like plan something and then you surprise your kid and just like it goes well. Feeling's awesome. The feeling is awesome. That is so cool of your dad. That is so cool, like out of nowhere, man. Like you're playing the game with him and everything. That's so cool. That is so sweet. So it sounds like everything went just like Christmas was supposed to, so I'm sure they have plans for Christmas now that are even better, right? I'm sure that's gonna go really well. So many weird little corals. Lots of strange little corals and funky little shapes. Go. Okay. Okay, so we're making some progress. These weird little corals are kind of getting filled in a little bit more. Just a bit more. Crazy textures that we are working on right here. It might be a little bit hard to see on the camera, but my gosh, we've made so much progress on this thing already. Holy moly. It's good. I'm glad for that. Truly. I am truly glad about the progress that we have made this far. I do want to add some little like ripples and little frillies here on these leaves. Nice little seaweed. We're making so much progress. It's kind of wild. But this thing looks pretty different now. Anyways, to me. Alright, let's see. McQuacken. It's insane how much I've fallen in love with my Dutch hound. Nice! Your little baby puppies. Aww. And I was really happy too, especially because the fact that since February, I've been part of a GTA 5 roleplay Discord server that I'm dispatcher for. Well, the same day, I had Xbox. I didn't know that that existed. Hold on, just pause really quick. I didn't know that there were roleplay GTA Discord servers. That sounds like such a new concept to me. Continuing on. Well, the same day, I had Xbox One moved to my room. I made purchases for GTA 5. It arrived Monday, and I had also applied to do Leo. Hold up. Police girl? I don't know. I don't understand what that means, but maybe it's not something that can be. Is it? Did you use emojis to kind of circumvent like the bot from like catching words or something? Trying to figure that one out. I'm a little bit lost, I gotta be honest with you. But that sounds great. That sounds like it's really good timing. Good timing for you there. That's so cool. Just gonna kind of add like some funky little textures over here to kind of like just want to add these like funky little textures to kind of like sort of get around the fact that I don't really want to spend too much time on this background here. So like little textures and stuff like that are probably something that I will want to do instead of getting too invested in the background. But you can't really see those textures on camera. It's a very, very, very subtle thing. Yeah. Super subtle. Cool though. There we are. Okay. Hey Altaria, I was finally able to start playing Monster Hunter Rise. Yeah! I had one last little meltdown missing my friend, but honestly, but I can finally play it. I really don't blame you for all that you've been through and everything. Having lost your friend is a very, very hard thing to go through. And it's hard to let go of those things that, when you know your friend likes something, and, you know, I kind of feel that same way with my grandma. To be completely honest with you, sometimes like I'll come across something that I know that she would really, really like. I had come across this. She was a total bird lady, cockatoo lady specifically, and she really liked things like gemstones and crystals, and she liked to collect things that just looked a certain way, a certain aesthetic. And she had given me so many things with like cockatoos on them. I have brooches and stuff that are cockatoo brooches. I like to wear them once in a while, and they are totally her. Like, they're so her aesthetic. And just, I came across like at this one point, I remember I had come across this really gorgeous like thing on the internet. It was like a rose quartz and gold statue carving of a cockatoo, and it looked so awesome, and I was just like, my jaw dropped, and I was just like, this is so my grandma, this is so her. And I bookmarked it, and I like kind of cried because I couldn't send it to her. I was just like thinking to myself, she would have loved to see this. This is so up her alley. This is like everything about my grandma. And I was just thinking to myself, you know, she's got to be watching, and she's, you know, I feel like she saw it and she enjoyed it. I just bookmarked it, and I was just like, wow, that would be such a cool thing, you know. And I was really, I was really sad at first, but I was also just kind of like, I don't know, it sounds weird, but I was also just kind of like grateful to have kind of like have converged interests and things like that with her. She's kind of made me who I am, and how much I enjoy birds definitely directly came from her, and growing up with her cockatoo. Just, it's so hard to handle the loss of a person that you're close to, and when your interests and things like that converge and you think about them a lot, it's hard. But I'm so glad that you're playing. I am so glad that you're playing now and just enjoying it. I'm sure that your friend is watching over, and it's just glad that you share that interest, and that he would probably be playing in your spirit too. You know, I think that if he were with you and playing the game with you, I think it would just be nice, you know? Oh, so cute. So my Thursday, I got on with another member who, okay, so to explain it, who role plays as Leo, and he did my training. Yeah, the emoji didn't display correctly on your end. It shows the police car correctly. Oh, and I guess that's what happens when I use police officer emoji. It might show different for a male police officer. Oh, okay, I see it. Okay. Oh well. It puts the male symbol next to the man police emoji. I see it on the stream. Yeah, I see that. I do see that. Is that what you meant to do? I see a police officer and I see the male symbol. Before I saw a female symbol, I saw a police car, a policeman, and a female symbol. So I thought maybe you were playing as like a female of some sort, but I was just really like trying to figure that one out. It was a little confusing to me for a sec there. Just for a moment, it was a bit confusing. Mildly confused. Mildly. I kind of want to lighten this up now that I see that on the see on the camera that this is like dried, kind of dark, not light enough. So I want the light ripples to really show quite a bit more. And the yellow's really doing it for me. There it is. It's really showing a lot more now. Go. Yeah, look at those light ripples. We making progress. Whoa. Very quickly. Activity feed. Ocel Art, thank you. Am I pronouncing that right? Ocel Art. Thank you so much for your follow. You rock. I don't see the symbol on my end. Oh, what odd. That's so interesting that it does that. Why does this sound like Kirby? This sounds like Kirby Interact. This? I think that this is from... Now this one, this music was a recommendation to me from a friend of mine on Facebook. This one is from Musashi. Musashi, I think is what it's called. The Legend of Musashi. Let me check. I will double check that for you. Yes. The Musashi Legends. Let me see. The Musashi Legend. And this track is called Brave Fencer Musashi. That might be reversed. It might be, the game might be Brave Fencer Musashi, and then I think Musashi Legend is the soundtrack name. Possibly. It was a recommendation, I don't know it all too well. But this one I do. This one was my, my own personal choice. Oh wow, what is this? Oh, Cell Art, thank you so much for the raid. You rock. How are you doing this evening? Thanks so much for being here. How are y'all this evening? Oh, hey, I've got this to show you while you're here, since you're just coming in here. So this is an acrylic painting of an underwater dragon. This is Glimmering Seabed, is what I call it. So there are two phases to this painting. We've completed the first phase. The first phase is just the base acrylic painting. I'm going to go ahead and show you that. We're going to turn out the black lights. There are two black lights, and that's what you're currently seeing. When I turn on a regular light, this is the painting that you see. So this is the daytime version. So much fun. You should add Kirby Air Ride music. All my viewers left right before I raided. Oh, that happens. No worries at all. Especially, you know, rating somebody that they probably maybe never heard of before. Sometimes people just jump off. It's all good. I appreciate you so much, Osal Art. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, so this here is the daytime version. And let me show you it half lit. While you're here, I'm going to go ahead and turn on the black lights again, and we're going to do half light very quickly. Alright, and then I'm going to turn this light off. Alright, so we have a light in the back, so we kind of have like both the black light and the regular light kind of going on. So you might notice that we went from having like a school of fish in the background and a sea turtle into jellyfish. They're not really present with the regular light on, but with the black light you can see them. Alright, and then we'll go straight into complete full black light. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. Yeah, we finished up that part, so we've got that part of the painting finished, and now we're just working on yeah, black light. So I'm just kind of adding things that seem like kind of bioluminescent effects, as well as like some little light ripples and things like that, so that it looks kind of very in the water. And I'm working on like the background and the coral and all that fun stuff. I'll talk more about RP stuff on the Discord. I don't want to be on the topic all stream. There's just lots I could talk about. Yeah, I mean, feel free to talk about it. It's all good. Oh my gosh, it's already 1 though. Dude, what happened? The last time I looked, it was like 20 minutes until. So I won't keep you up, Osel Art. I really appreciate that you came to raid. It means a lot to me. And also for your follow, that meant a lot to me. I will be wrapping things up, however. Do you have any recommendations on who we should raid? Let me check to see who's online, and it's very possible. Oh, we're in the same time zone. No way. That's awesome. That is so rare. Okay, that is so rare on Twitch. Let's just think about that for a moment. I mean, anywhere in the world, people connect. And it's just so rare for me to find anybody in the same time zone as myself, so that's very cool. That's so cool. Alright. So I'm in the state of Arizona. What about you? Let's check to see Twitch. Who all is live? I don't really follow anybody that's live at this time. Oh my goodness, it's kind of sad, really. It's kind of unfortunate. I need to start finding people who stream at this time, a little later than me, you know. Cause I gotta find people to raid off to. I'm Callie. Nice. I'm glad my song played before you ended. Yay! It's your song. I don't know anyone who is online now. That's why I found you in the art section. I'm in Cali. Very cool. Yeah, no, I totally know what you mean, because I've been struggling with that as well. Like, and you know what? It would just be nice. Now, I'm sort of new to this, but like, is it possible to find like channels based on their stream schedule and their preferred topic or genre of streaming? Oh, she does art. Ooh. Ooh. Big streamer I follow, she's on right now. Okay, very cool. There's my Pecco. Pecco's my little lovebird. You'll see him in the little reel up here. You can see a picture of Pecco and Brewster. Those are my boys. Alright, cool. So you've got a couple of recommendations. I think I'm gonna go with the art recommendation. That sounds really cool. Yeah, there's my Brewster. He's my Indian ringneck. He speaks and he says, "How are you?" And he also says a lot of other phrases. He calls Pecco by name, which is my other bird. Pecco, short for Career Pecco. I named him after the monster from Monster Hunter because I'm a giant nerd. Yeah, so anyways, let's see here. An art recommendation, I can definitely go with that. So, Pokurimio. I'm so stupid. Hold on. Pokurimio. Okay, I have to look into that really quick. Very quickly. I know you were going to make a recommendation, Super Terrific Trevor. Hopefully that works out okay. I know that we're kind of moseying on over to an art channel. Ah, they are live. Oh, so cute. And they're whistling the eShop theme. Hold up. All right, we gotta rate them. All right, let's do this. How could you get better than that? You already hooked me. They're just sitting there whistling the eShop theme. Nintendo eShop. Alright, 5% battery left for me. Oh no! That's okay. You know, we'll raid on over to them and check out the channel for a little bit, but I gotta be honest, I'll probably be heading to actually bed soon and sleep like a normal person. Raid. Let's hope you Oh, I think I got that. Pokemio. I think I got it. Yeah. Okay, I think I got it. Let's do this. Okay, let's raid on over. We will have a raid screen, so don't worry. It'll take just a second to do this. But bye. It was nice to meet you, Art. Thanks so much for being here. You rock my socks, and I'll catch you next time. All right. Have a super good night, you guys. Bye!